here with MMORPG, bringing you another guide. Now I was going to cover another PvP map, but something important came up, something that I feel like I needed to make a guide about, and that is the Datacron in the Republic fleet that gives you +10 to all stats. Now in this, we had 12 people going for this, and you need about 5. You definitely need 5, and you possibly need a smuggler. I'll explain why in the video.
Before you do anything else, you need to make sure to get the MGGS gun off of a vendor in Alderaan, then go to Corellia to get the red crystal. Putting this quickly, you'll find the MGGS on a neutral vendor south of the House of Ald in the Alderaan map. You'll find the red crystal in the back of a box that is located in the Coronet Zoo. Once you're back on the fleet, the first thing that you're going to do is go to the Inner Fleet Missions deck. This deck is located on the east side of the Republic fleet. And once you're here, you're going to take the flight path to the bottom ship called the Gaff Daragon shuttle. Here you get to see a scenic route of some stars, a couple ships, and a couple planets. And once you've landed, you'll need to take the elevator to the Gaff Daragon bridge deck. From here, there will be a specific room that you'll want to go to. I've had a guildmate stand here to mark where you're going to want to go. The elevator is the southmost room on this level. It is in the shape of a circle. Take this elevator to the museum level. Now if you go left, once you enter the museum, you'll see the Datacrons that you will be getting. How to get there is slightly different from the Imperial fleet, however. You'll immediately notice 2 platforms in the center of the room, one with a statue and the other with a walker. That is the same. You'll want to get on the platform with the walker first, but instead of using a laser to kill yourself, you'll just need to use the plaque on the wall to jump to the ledge with the walker. To do this, angle yourself with the sign explaining what the walker is. If you get the right angle, you should be able to make it up to the platform, but it may take a few tries. Right, so once you're up here, go in the walker and press the button on the back. It'll send some missiles off that you won't be able to see, but it will blast the door open ahead. Go in the room, go around the bend, and have you and your group mates, which should be at least 4 others, grab a piece of the crystal. And once you've done that, go back to the room with the platforms. This time, you'll be getting on the platform with the statue. This one is a bit easier to jump up to. All you gotta do is use the boxes on one side of the platform to jump up. So once you're up, you're gonna have one person toggle the back of the statue and then toggle the button on the side of the statue. This will open up the door behind the statue. So you're gonna go into this door, go around the bend, and this is where things get a little bit tricky. So now you're in this room. It looks like there's a pink shield covering up what could be a bridge, and if you go right, you're gonna find 3 consoles. You're gonna need 3 people to stand here and press the consoles at the same time to lower the bridge. They won't be able to make it to the bridge and over the bridge in time, but the people standing at the bridge will. So have those 2 people cross and get 2 consoles on the other side. As long as there are 3 consoles activated, the bridge should drop, so you should be able to get all of your group mates over eventually. But you're in the last room, and it looks like you've come to a dead end. But my friend, this is the fun part. So you're going to be jumping down into the rails below, but be careful not to fall because you will die and you will have to go through the puzzle again. You need 2 people to go straight ahead, and they'll need to probably toggle walk by pressing the slash button next to the numlock key. This will just help them not to fall off as easily. One person needs to go right onto the platform that is kind of skinny, and it's kind of tricky to get to, but you should be fine. There's a button on the wall to the right. There's another button on the wall right ahead, but you need to jump down to the left to get to it. There's nothing that needs to be done with these buttons right now, but there are 2 more buttons that you'll need to get to. The first one, jump down from the platform, jump down again, go right, turn the corner, and back there is 1 button. And this last button, it's kind of tricky. If you're on the platform and you turn left and you look up, there is a button way up on a ledge that you're gonna have to get to. So why is this so tricky, you ask? It's because the magnetic pad to get to the button doesn't seem to be working correctly. We had 12 people in our group, and each of us, well, besides the 3 that were already on buttons, were trying to get to this magnetic pad. Some of us actually ended up dying trying to get to it, and others of us just ended up back on the platform again, and we had to retry over and over. Luckily, one of our agents decided to do this ingenious move where, right before she hit the wall, she used cover. It stopped her on the platform, and she was able to actually activate the button from there. There is one more button that you'll need to get to, but first, you need to get to the magnetic pad that is located on the pillar in the center of the room. You should have one or more group members left at this time. Have them jump off the platform, position themselves to get onto the magnetic pad on the pillar, and then have all 4 group members activate the buttons. Jump onto the pillar button, and then look right. There is another button you'll need to get to. Jump over there, press the button, jump back, and then look ahead and up. There is a door and another magnetic pad that you'll need to jump up to. Get there, and you are now on the ledge to the door to the Datacron room. Should time permit, the rest of your members can /stuck, get back on the platform, jump down to the rail, get onto the center button, and get up to the platform. Should time not permit, we actually had consular sages that jumped up to the ledge first. And in order to get all of the button pressers onto the ledge, we gripped them up to the ledge with our ability called Rescue. So this might be a spoiler, it is a cutscene, I am going to share it, so turn it off at this point or fast forward ahead, and yeah. So now you go through a fancy cutscene with Datacrons, and you're like, whoa, and you get plus 10 stats. Plus 10. And you're done. And you're done. You can go back out in the room and /stuck, you can use your bind. I would honestly use your bind. It is quicker and it is a little less painful at times. This can be a time-consuming project. It actually took 2 hours for us to do this because of all the falling and dying, plus the tricky buttons, but we did finally get all 12 of our group members up to the Datacron. I hope you enjoy this guide, and I hope you find it helpful.
So that's it for this week. Tune in next week for another guide on a Warzone, probably Voidstar. I'm feeling Voidstar. Definitely need a guide on that, especially after my pub last night. Be sure you check out MMORPGcom, where there are other reviews and guides and commentaries on video games. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, and you can find me on Twitch TV, where I'll be streaming video games. Primarily at the moment, SWTOR. I just hit 50 on my Jedi. Outro.